I was trying to figure out while I was watching this opening scene, the wildest opening scene I've ever seen in a Tyler Perry universe film. I was like, who is she reminding me of?
Come on.
And it came to me. It said, and I said, oh, this is Eveline. This is Eveline from The Wiz.
That's not what I was thinking, but yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Everything.
Yeah.
So the opening scene, this is the thing that's taking the cake for everyone, I'm sure. In the opening scene, we start out in a church. The scene goes on for too long. Tyler Perry has a knack for staying in a scene for too long, but the scene doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't mean anything for it to be that long. But anyway, we see our main characters. We see Megan and Cory. What's the character's name again? Ava and Dallas. We see them in the church, and Richard Lawson is preaching, okay? And we quickly realize that we're at a funeral, and there's an angry woman sitting in front who is, what's the character's name again? Linda. And Linda she's sitting there, she's pissed off. She's not having a good time, okay? And I was like, rightfully so, because the pastor is condemning her dead son at the funeral. I've never... Listen, we've gone to a lot of funerals of a lot of people. A lot of people that was doing stuff that they shouldn't have been doing. I think everybody knows somebody that was, they robbed somebody's house, got shot down, they, whatever happened, they was doing something wrong.
Yeah.
You never go to that funeral and they say, well, your son is gonna go to hell. What?
Yeah, that was the first for me. It made me cackle. It definitely made me cackle. It kind of roped me in a little bit, but also all these same Tyler Perry universe tropes were happening at the same time. So I was like, I kind of want to get in. I'm kind of interested, but I'm also like, it's the typical. It's the same old.
It was wild. So as any mother of a dead child would be, Linda gets upset. And she speaks out in the middle of the church. And everything she says, everybody,
That's funny. Typical tropes.
Typical tropes, right? And the conversation was unrealistic. The argument was unrealistic. The acting was unrealistic in that circumstance because she, like I said, the character had every right to be pissed off. Like, why are we doing this here? But apparently the church decided that they were going to help pay for the funeral of the young man who died. And for some reason, they felt like this gave them the right to say whatever they want to say about the deceased. Linda wasn't having it. She stood up and she ordered her sons, and one of her sons happens to be Dallas, Cory Hardrick's character. Tells her sons, get your brother.
Yeah, right.
Boys, get Cory. Get him!
Meaning, get up, all of y'all, and get your dead brother up out of this church. We leaving. But then, Tiera, I couldn't even remember the rest of the movie for this. This took me out. She said, they bought that casket and they're going to try to rub it in I'm paraphrasing. They're going to try to rub it in our face. Get your brother up out that casket and take him out of here.
Not the casket. Take him out. Take him out! Oh my God.
Yo, when I tell you, it was probably about 3 a.m. and I was watching this and I was sitting up in bed screaming when they packed that body out of the church. And then what made me really flip it, I said, yo, when they show that body in the back of that truck, you can't tell me that you didn't. Oh my God.
This is I cackled. I was like, all right, I'm kind of interested in where we're going. I'm also confused. I'm also like, this is typical Tyler.
Y'all.
Tyler.
If we don't talk about nothing else, we have got to start a conversation in the comments about that scene. Oh my God, Tyler.
Yeah. Unhinged.
What were you thinking?
Yeah, unhinged.
What you've done is you've made maybe you do realize it. You've made just a whole scene of memes that I can't wait to exploit. This is wild. The lady, she borrowed a dress from the people at church. She didn't want nothing that they paid for on her body. She took that off, took off the dress that I thought she was taking off her clothes to fight.
I did too, until the dialogue came. And I was like, oh, okay. So she stripped down to her slip and they got that body up out of there.